Vince right here. Welcome to my thoughts, not review, thoughts of Enter the Dragonfly. Now, I thought I reviewed Dragonfly. I guess I didn't. I just didn't bother reviewing because the game sucked. But I had to actually talk about it. I had to say a couple things. But let me be honest here. I forgot. I think I forgot most of it because here's the thing. Dragonfly was, it was one of the first games that I played on the PS2 when I had one. And as an adult right now, playing it, recently, aka last year, 2023. Does anybody remember? Yeah, I finished it. And I don't know, I don't remember the ending, so apologies on that part. But I do remember like certain moments of the game where it was like, memorable and it was like nostalgia, very clay achy and just like the weird textures here and there. But you know what? It's an old game. Other than that, yeah, just my thoughts, not review, because I can't give you a detailed review of a game that I tried to forget. I mean, no, I'm serious. Like I tried to forget this game most of the time because I'm like, wow, I wasted my time playing. Wow, okay. Listen, when I played the game, it was magical. Okay, I'll tell you about that where I was. So sit down and listen to good old stories of good old Vince where he was when I was a toddler playing this like long time ago, back in like what 2000 and I don't know 8. Well, before 2010, that's for sure. And I played this, pretty much. It was magical. I even still know like different parts of the game where it glitched, so I could easily speedrun this game if I want to. I guarantee you, when I was a kid, like I still remember some of the gates, like I would just go through them. It was like, huh, okay, I guess I don't need to take the long way, aka get the key or whatever, so I can just cut. But of course, that didn't really help much to actually finish the game or anything because you still need to finish the levels to actually activate some of the portals or, stuff like that. There were some parts of this game where it's like, when I was a kid, like it was magical. It was something different. And now playing it as an adult, I'm like, what just happened? Like, I know that the magic's still there. It was like going to a playground. This is going to sound creepy. It's like going to a playground, from a kid that you remember, but now going as an adult, I was like, ugh. Okay, well, I didn't. This place is. Okay. There's a lot of stains here. Wow, that's rusted. Ooh, wow, that's a lot of brown. You know what I mean? That's what it felt like. Just playing this right now in this day and age, I'm just like, man. Well, I don't know, like what 2023. I could have been playing Tears of the Kingdom right now. I could have been playing anything else. But why am I here again? Okay, bye. So it took me a while to actually finish it because I don't know if I started it like, during the pandemic. But yeah, it took me a bit to finish because I just didn't bother because the amount of games and also my discovery and emulation. Like I was just like, just everywhere almost. Okay, I was in every system and I was just having a ball, whether it was Halo, Zelda, I don't care. Like I was all up in the games, you know what I mean? And also making detailed reviews of better games. But for this one, it's just something I have to talk about. Playing it right now, I still remember that honeycomb guy. From like back then, I was like, wow, damn, it's God, good to see you. If games were like that, imagine if games, having AIs or something like that, and they remember you, and I remember them. It's just like this weird, like, hey, I haven't seen you since elementary, and here we are at a bar or something. And I was like, hey, buddy, man, what's going on? I haven't seen you forever. Like, oh, man, it's nice to see you, bro. Man, I haven't seen you in elementary, man. How you doing? I was like, oh, man. Oh, my God. I'm just making up imaginary friends in my head. But, yeah, that's what it felt like. I see these characters. I see Bianca Hunter. I see the honeycomb guy. I see the freaking cloud people. I see the talking thieves, and I'm just like, wow, it's nice to see you guys again. How's it been? That's what it felt like. Just that nostalgia. It was definitely worth it when I played the game. Now everything else, playing it and just trying I don't know what it is. I think the first level kind of set up for things to what it is to be, but it was actually not bad. Especially with the, some of the parts in the game where I'm like, crap, how am I supposed to get that balloon off that rock? You know what I mean? Because I was playing some of the levels, and it's just like there's some things that don't make sense. But also, I can appreciate the environment of the levels. But man, would it be boring if I tried to 100% this? I'm like, yeah, this is ain't happening. And there are certain amounts of stuff that you need to get where some of them is hidden, where you have to progress. And I'm just like, man, could have been anywhere else. I think there was moments where I'm like, might as well save state here because I'm out. I'm probably not gonna return like later on, stuff like that. Sorry, I have a drink in my mouth. But this game itself is just like it's nostalgic, but at the same time, you kind of deal with the idea of like, well, yeah, I guess I have to go through this level and that level. But overall, I don't think the game is good for its gameplay, at least to me. A lot of times, it's the memories. And I guess I just, I could easily not finish the game and just not talk about it. But me being dedicated within Spyro, making all these, making that, very like high review of just like Spyro itself, where I was like talking about the trilogy, in the PS1, I knew I had to talk about this. It was, okay, at least to me. But ever since playing like what is it, the other Spyros, even like Heroes Tale, I was like, yeah, this is not it. Other games are beyond better. I just know that for sure. But as a person that is a fan of Spyro and grew up with this game and actually had some redeeming like nostalgia of the game, it's the same thing with certain movies. A movie can suck, but when it's showcasing some stuff like from like a certain time, whether it's like the bar, the arcade inside the movie in the scene, or where it's the cars, the music, the people, how they dress, you couldn't help but having that nostalgic goggles and just be like, wow, this is not bad. I kind of enjoyed this. It's at least it's like it's man, how do you say that? It's man, I don't know. It's something that I guess it's not the words, but I was trying to give like an eating analogy or something like that. It's not appetizing, but at least it's edible. That kind of way. That I guess that's what I was trying to say. But this game overall, from Enter Dragonfly, I at least as I try to remember, there was like levels that just that I knew that could have been better, but I was overall given the reason of just knowing that, what, this was just one of their, it felt like almost like a beta test. It was just starting somewhere, but then it goes on later to, then, here comes Heroes Tale, even though, it's like, at least in my opinion, these two were just not the best, but you kind of see them trying and trying. But of course, Enter the Dragonfly, there was that magic that was missing in this game. And I don't know what it was, but there were some parts in this game where like you can just skip this, you can go here and stuff like that. But you kind of have to like, you don't have to 100% it, but you have to finish enough levels to know that you have to go through. You have to actually progress in order to finish the game in a ways. And the beach level was okay. There was that ice palace where it was like attack. Trying to get through the enemies was annoying. I was like, what the heck am I supposed to do? And I realized that you're supposed to dodge. You can't like kill them with your fire breath. So I was like, well, okay, I don't understand that. They didn't explain it, but okay. And I don't know, just like a lot of it, especially from the side characters, anything like that. I guess that was somewhat okay, but yeah, the game overall, just didn't feel like it. Like I remember this like farm, being invaded by, aliens or whatever. There's something about that level it feels empty. There was a lot of big space, but there was not a lot much going on. That's what it felt like. You know what I mean? And even though like it wouldn't be bad because there's still like enough room to actually go here and there in certain places. And also some of the side games were, I guess, okay. It was hard, especially some of the shooting levels. I wasn't a fan of that. I am not a fan of the tank levels, so that's a point, demerit right there. But it's not really just like the worst in its case. And I don't know. I guess I try to find some redeeming qualities. There's times where it feels like it's just okay to say, the game just suck. It just sucks. And I guess my spirit is just feeling happy whenever I say that. But yeah, Enter the Dragonfly. If you play it, you know what? In this day and age of emulation, go ahead. 100% it. I guarantee you might get way more of it than me. But, I played because there was just some points where it's nostalgic. And after that nostalgia is gone, I was left with an ending where it was like, well, I'm done. I don't understand anymore where I'm at. I don't even remember the boss battles or what the heck was that ending or whatever ending is about. I think I find the game more appealing when I was listening to a podcast and finishing some of the levels. So I guess there is that. Just listen to a podcast and play it. I don't know. But yeah, that's Enter the Dragonfly. I just had to fill in since I was, reviewing or sharing my thoughts on Hero's Tale. But I can't wait for what is it? The origin story of Spyro, the beginning series. Oh man, that's gonna be good. I have friends that say like, yo, you gotta check that out. It is beyond good. I feel like I'm missing a couple things on Enter the Dragonfly. I guess I won't remember it because, well, who cares? Anyways, I'll see you when I see you. One love to peace. God bless. And yeah, Spyro all day, every night, all the time. Peace.